what do you think the central challenge that Muslim women face in the world today is? What do you think those challenges are?
Uh, in the West or just all over the world?
Maybe do one of each.
Yeah, because the challenges that Muslim women face in the West are slightly different, I feel. In the West, so as you're growing up in the West, you are, of course, going to college, university. You know, Muslim women are more educated now than men. They're getting better jobs, all of that. It's a $1 trillion industry, by the way. It's a very exciting emerging market in the West. So they have this personality which is Western. So they have acquired education here and their career is here. And that seems to be a lot of times in conflict with their religious and cultural identity, because over here they're still being told in order to be successful in life, you got to be a good wife, obedient wife, you got to have kids, and all of this that you have achieved on this part of the world, your degree and your education, nah, doesn't really mean much because you're not married yet and you're not, in a successful, happy marriage. So they have a lot of guilt about, if I want to, is it okay for me to pursue my career and not get married right away? Is it okay for me to pursue my career, get married, but not have kids? What if I don't want to have kids? And then, just dealing with this identity that if I marry a Muslim man, is he going to treat me with respect and equality that I know I deserve, but our religion says no, you're inferior to a man. So having to juggle all of that is causing a lot of cognitive dissonance, confusion, disenchantment. I know a lot of young girls who their parents think are practicing Muslims, but in their hearts they've walked away from Islam. So that's part of my coaching, is to help them understand, bring them back into the fold that what you've been hearing is actually false. Islam is very egalitarian and very empowering for women. Muslim women in other parts of the world, their challenges are quite severe. Because frankly, if a Muslim woman in the West says, you know what, I have, seen the light of day, I know what the Qur'an says and what the truth is, and I don't want to deal with your misogynistic views, well, she has a lot of freedom. She can do a lot still. But living in Pakistan, living in Bangladesh, living in India, I don't know how many choices they will have. I'm not saying that all men are misogynistic in those countries. There's some wonderful men there that are amazing, but very, much fewer in numbers. So it was very painful and depressing, James, when I first started doing this, because I saw the extreme side of abuse and oppression, and I felt helpless because I'm one person. There are organizations, that are working there at grassroots level, but the change is slow. So I made a conscious decision that, okay, that's really depressing, and that's actually sometimes even dangerous if I teach these lessons of integrity and dignity to these women who are dependent on men. Sometimes that can be very dangerous. What I need to do is bring this message to these women here in the West who can empower themselves first, and together, all of us can do something for the other women who are still oppressed. Change is slow. It requires patience.